think of Mr. Annamalai, I think of my elder son. This is the first time I met him in person. I see his videos. See, I have one son. That is why I said he is an elder son. 39 years old. Name is Sadhana. He did his Carnegie Mellon and after that MBA in Harvard. By the way, I never studied in any of the universities. I am a pure 100% Indian product in every way. I married an Indian wife. I got an Indian son. I lived in India. I enjoyed India. But circumstances forced me to become ambassador for 184 countries, ambassador at large. There are only 8 ambassadors at large. When the president is not there, I represent him. Okay, but that is for some other time. Right now, I am very proud that I am an Indian. And Indians are my customers. And now, coming back for Mr. Annamalai, whatever videos I have seen, forget about politics because I am not a member of any political thing. He speaks for Tamilians, he speaks for Tamil Nadu in a more intelligent way, but in a way that anyone can understand. He is speaking like comrades. I saw 8 videos. Then I made a note. Siva, under no circumstances with emotion, don't become a fan of Annamalai. I am worried. If I watch 2 more videos, I will become Annamalai Dasan. So he talks so well. So welcome, sir. And with your kind words, you should encourage the students. I'm very happy and glad that I'm here in front of you. There are several reasons. While I'm just entering in the car, I had the remembrance that I launched my first submarine cable at $1.2 billion from America to India. This project, before I started, when I explained to Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, I explained to him in a layman language, I want to put a thread between America and India and make it as one parcel. And Captain Satish Sharma was there and he asked me what is the benefit for India. I said, through this cable we can suck the dollars. And of course he mentioned Americans are better suckers. I said, no, we will make this world well known for our people. We have a huge population and 3 times more land available for agriculture. Even though America is 3 times bigger, their agricultural land is very low. So the Indian agricultural economy will grow. I love 5 people. I love IIT, I like MIT, I like Elon Musk, I like our Prime Minister Modi, and I like our Indian public because they are the customers for me. But why I mentioned Elon Musk, when I was asked to come here for Hyperloop, I was inquiring about the students about Elon Musk. And also I saw a wrong board here that made for India. No. It is made in India and made for the world. Why we should restrict even in our dreams only for India? No. You think globally. First you think like an Indian and your thoughts and actions and work has to be like an international guy and we should conquer. The chief just look at Korea. When I was a student, people used to think we buy Japan. And Samsung demonstrated that they will project that Korea much better than Japan. In fact, Samsung CEO was left off by government for making some minor mistakes in Indian standards. Okay, out of jail. And the president said, you please go and work and make Korean economy good. Indian economy purely depends on your hands. And fortunately, we have a very good CEO for India. Okay, I'm sorry. He is the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi. What is the advantage of India? What ISRO does for 450 crore landing in Mars, Elon Musk will do it in 4,500 crore. What IIT will do this loop for 100 crores or 200 crores, Elon Musk will spend 3,000 crore. So we have a total cost advantage. We can do any project in India at 10% of the cost what America does. So think like this. This Hyperloop is a concept right now. But in 20 years, it will be reality. And what happens when reality is there? People can live 200 kilometers away from Chennai and reach Chennai. We can ship the goods to Sri Lanka in 10 minutes. Hyperloop, not necessarily it has to work above the ground or under the ground. It can also work under the ocean. So things will dramatically change. See, take UPI. UPI was a concept, and you know who won? India. There is no system in the world as many millions of people who use UPI at the lowest cost. So I can tell you so many things in digital where India will score best. Most important, because of IITs, we gave all the global CEOs to every country in the world. Today, unless they hire a good Indian CEO, they have no future. Why? The Indians are hardworking, smart working, intelligent working. Now I want to come back and greet our IIT director. See, when I think of Dr. Kamakoti, I only think of living Abdul Kalam. If there is a chance, I want him to live 95 years out of selfish interest. What is my selfish interest? He will work for IIT and he will live his life in IIT. We should make him as Director Emirates and make him to live 95. Of course, the gentleman said he won't visit 2 kilometers. He won't even get out of the gate of IIT. Because he wants to work it. Not more than 24 hours a day. Please don't work more than 24 hours a day. That is IO policy also. We don't ask any employees to work more than 24 hours. It is inhuman. Okay. Now, coming back. When I think of Mr. Annamalai, I think of my elder son. This is the first time I'm meeting him in person. I see his videos. See, I have one son. That is why I said he is an elder son. 39 years old. Name is Sadharana. He did his Carnegie Mellon and after that MBA in Harvard. By the way, I never studied in any of the universities. I am a pure 100% Indian product in every way. I married an Indian wife. I got an Indian son. I lived in India. I enjoyed India. But circumstances forced me to become ambassador for 184 countries. Ambassador at large. There are only 8 ambassadors at large. When the president is not there, I represent him. Okay, but that is for some other time. Right now, I am very proud that I am an Indian. And Indians are my customers. And now, coming back for Mr. Annamalai, whatever videos I have seen, forget about politics because I am not a member of any political thing. He speaks for Tamilians, he speaks for Tamil Nadu in a more intelligent way, but in a way that anyone can understand. He is speaking like Kamaraj. I saw 8 videos. Then I made a note. Siva, under no circumstances with emotion, don't become a fan of Annamalai. I am worried. If I watch 2 more videos, I will become Annamalai Dasi. So he talks so well. So welcome, sir. And with your kind words, you should encourage the students. Wherever I go, because I am a mentor to IO, without talking about one wellness, I don't stop. The 2 things I want to teach you. If you study MBBS, of course in IIT you can't study. The first class, your professor will teach you every cell has to be oxygenated. So please do breathing. Okay, breathing is not what you breathe in. What you slowly breathe out is called breathing because it allows your body to absorb the oxygen with the help of carbon dioxide. Okay, that is called VO2 max. The VO2 max determines how long you will live. You can go and search in the Google or any AI. VO2 max is the only indicator of how long you will live, not your horoscope. Please understand, VO2 max is your fate. But the good thing is you can increase it every 4 weeks. That is number 1. The second thing, how well you will work today is purely depends upon how well you slept yesterday. So please go to bed. Please don't see iPhone, iPad, anything blue light will affect your sleep. Don't see anything for 2 hours. Sleep for 8 hours. Okay, these 2 please follow And thanks for this opportunity for IIT and Professor and all these kind young people who came and met me and convinced me very easily to come and attend. Thank you very much.
The topic of today's discussion was how Hyperloop will disrupt India's economy. So I think you've given a very convincing idea of how Hyperloop can be used in a real life idea. It have also helped us crack a business deal if we make a test like a very successful thing. And sir, one more thing I wanted to ask is as Hyperloop is Hyperloop is a technology which will require very big investment. And the cost for this investment can also shoot up after the project starts, as Annamalai sir also said. So especially in the initial phases when we're starting to make our first Hyperloop corridors, as we have thought from Chennai to Bangalore. So sir, what I wanted to know is with several other problems also plaguing the nation, with major problems such as education, etc. and whatnot, I wanted to know how should such large-scale infrastructure projects be implemented, and what will you say for the naysayers of Hyperloop?
I think this best is when India was not even thinking about computers. He came with not just Shiva PC, Shiva XT, Shiva 80. I worked on 1985, 86. The first computer I touched was Shiva's computer. I think that's So I think the best person to answer this question is Shiva.
Let me explain you why people buy drill bits. They have a requirement for hole. If you don't have a requirement for hole, will you buy a drill bit? First, what you should do is you innovate. You have started worrying about things which doesn't concern you. Innovate, replicate, integrate. Keep your integration. Your simple question should be, how can I make money today, sir? I have not completed technology. Set up this as a research project and sell this to 20 foreign universities. Ask them to pay money. Take that money. Director told you one thing, subtly. Please prove with your 443. Okay. See, when I started ESL, I was the first guy who said, old Tamil Nadu local car. And then I said, for receiving call, you don't need pay. Third thing I said, after night 10 o'clock, it's a perishable inventory. Today, whatever electricity we don't use, perished. Whatever hotel rooms we have not used, perished. Whatever time you have not used, perished. Okay? So we are a perishable inventory of time. So I said, night 10 o'clock to morning 6 o'clock, don't pay anything. That was the first 2 years, the largest amount of love marriages happened in Tamil Nadu. You are worried about India's problem. We have a CEO, Prime Minister Modi, he will find it. We are going to make a 5 trillion economy. Only 2% of the people are paying income tax. For that itself, India is so rich. You imagine what happens, 60% of the people pay income tax. You are worried about things what you don't need to worry. There is a word in English, nowhere. Now, remove the W from where and make it now here. You are now here. And then you make yourself attractive. Then investors will come. Don't go and beg here. We are not here for begging. We are here for attracting. All of them for your dating also. Okay? You have to attract. Demonstrate your ability that you have a future financial resources. The whole country will be with you. People like the word profit. Nobody likes loss. Okay? So demonstrate that. I will tell you a small application. Don't go to airport and talk. In the hospitals, if you have 1,000-room hospital, the patient case sheet has to be transported. The drug has to be transported. The IV injection has to be transported. Come out with a small loop. Where from one room to another room it will go fast. See, think of the technology like this. When Marconi or whoever has invested telephone, they removed the distance from you. You don't need to be in front of me. That is what he did. Whether you called from America or called from in the Leela Hotel lobby to me, what the phone did, it removed the distance. What the mobile did, You can be going in car, I can be traveling in my private plane, we both can talk. It gave a mobility. Okay, your Hyperloop per kilo cost comes down very cheap. Time is money. So the demand will come. You are worried about things other than technology. You focus. You need focus. Only one word. Sleep with the focus. Wake up in the morning. Don't think anything other than Hyperloop. Sleep with Hyperloop. Your dream should be Hyperloop. Okay. Then you will live for Hyperloop and win in Hyperloop. Okay. You are asking questions to your director who is responsible morning to evening to run IIT. That business.
We actually sleep with Hyperloop, sir. We usually work in our offices for like 4 a.m. in the morning. We actually sleep with our.
Congratulations. Your hard work will be. See, yesterday I went to a college. I told success is defined as skill plus luck. Great success is 30% more skill which you can hire. Okay, and tons of luck. Okay, so create tons of luck. Okay, and make sure you achieve your objective. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You've given us more ideas as to how Hyperloop technology can also be implemented in the healthcare industry. Thank you very much for that, sir. And I have one more pessimistic kind of question, sir. So now, Indians in general, the public views foreign implemented technologies to be more sophisticated and more better than the indigenous type of technologies. And with no proof of concept of Hyperloop in India and even around the world, how do you think we can tackle this challenge? And also, can you provide some sort of structured plan as in phases as to how we can implement Hyperloop step by step?
See, you are asking questions. Give me experience how I will parent my child. First thing you get married. The child will come automatically. Okay. Now, first thing what you should do is stay afloat. Keep on talking about Hyperloop. When someday Hyperloop happens, they should not forget it. Okay? Keep working till it doesn't matter whether Koreans make it successful or German make it successful. Okay? You gave me Bhagavad Gita, In Bhagavad Gita, when these guys are fighting, the Swamis on the side, they all said, Jaya Buddha Vittu. But they never mentioned who has to be. So likewise, we should chant, Hyperloop, let it win. We really don't care whether you win or Germany wins or Delhi IITians wins or Calcutta wins. Winning is required. Once a winning is required, winning is done, proof of concept is proven. Because you are there, you have a early mover advantage. You understand? And because you have a early mover advantage, people will consider you and you will be able to win. Let us cross the bridge when it comes. Right now, worry about what your director has said. Show me the proof in 443. Kaila Mavu, Vaila Joseph. Worry. Okay? Yes.